check-in and see what they're doing to keep spirits bright amid this pandemic. Good morning, gentlemen.
I can barely hear it, sis.
Good morning, Hafidi.
Good morning. Can you hear me, Al? No. Good morning. Okay, so is everything okay on his end?
Yeah, it's good.
Can you hear me, Alan? No.
Yeah, Mayor Allen, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys slightly. I'm trying to get another speaker. Kindly hold, please.
Okay, let's go to Mayor Kevin.
Stand by. How you doing? How you doing, Andy? How you guys all doing there?
Can you hear me, Mr. Mayor?
My colleague, Sabrina, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Fine. You guys look so nice today. It's picture day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holiday picture day.
It's for the new Mayor's Council?
Last picture.
Yes.
The class.
Today is our official photo day.
So
some of us.
For some of you guys. So yeah,
some actually have taken their photos yesterday, and so the rest of us will be taking our photos today.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I had reached out to some the southern mayors, and they're all like, "Oh, it's picture day. I'm gonna be on the road, so I can't make it." I think it's Mayor Ernest. He's driving all the way up from Maritza, so he couldn't make the 9:00 hour. So let's talk about what you guys are doing to celebrate the holidays. Mayor Speaker, I know you sent me the pictures of the Christmas lights. I swear, every year I think you guys just outdo yourselves. So nice.
Yeah. So again, thank you for having me on the show this morning. And every year we have our annual Christmas lighting display, and so the Vice Mayor and I decided with our MPC and the staff to actually deliver the Christmas spirit a little bit early. Instead of December 8, I believe, or December 7, we've actually lit up our parks a little early. On a normal year, we would have had, the kids from the different schools come, our manumco come and celebrate with us, and just kind of have a really nice display. But because of the COVID, we went ahead and just lit the islands and the Agat Memorial Park, so that way everyone can enjoy it. I mean, there was just too many words going around about Christmas is canceled, and it just kind of broke our hearts down here. So we want to deliver the lights and have everyone come and enjoy, not only for the municipality of Agat, but for everyone that wants to come down. Mm-hmm. And so we have that, and then we still have our annual candy run, Christmas candy run, and Santa will still be on the fire truck, and we'll be doing that this Friday, beginning from 4:30 to until we basically go around the entire village, spreading that cheer. So it's just our way to give back to the community and know that there is still a reason for the season, right? And we need to celebrate the birth, right? And and really pay that respect.
Right. And that's nice that you guys are still keeping that holiday tradition. When I spoke with Mayor Ernest, he was telling me how they're still going to do the angel tree with the U.S. Coast Guard. And for anybody that's ever been to Maritza to see that, it really is just you're overcome with emotions. I rode on the Coast Guard boat. They had collected all of these toys, and they had Santa on board the boat, and we we rode all the way down to the Maritza Pier and delivered the gifts to the people in Maritza. And so, yeah, it's just good to hear that you guys are still maintaining the holiday spirit despite everything we're all going through. And for you, Mayor Ngata, can you hear me?
Yes, Bree. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, KUM. My colleague as well. Good morning, and Merry Christmas to all of you guys and your staff. And a big hands off, of course, you guys, as well as promoting and bringing a lot of changes into place and us adapting to celebrating Christmas. Thank you.
You know
Go
what?
ahead.
Well, I called you yesterday, and I was talking to you about what I had seen. It was all over social media. I was kind of surprised about it. You guys had was it a tree lighting with the Christmas tree that was up, and then the Christmas tree was stolen? Can you
Well,
get?
yeah, we had a lighting on Friday. Earlier that morning, we had the thief at the commodities distribution. So of course, with the support, of course, the community, the numerous volunteers, the staff, the MPC, and the parishioners, and and of course, a whole combined effort got it ready throughout the week for the lighting on that day, Friday. Apparently, somebody needed the tree more, which is where I'm at now, like saying, you know, to celebrate the days moving forward, think admirable and be consensus and at least more. Initially was the awareness part of it because the safety aspect too of something that's lit and if somebody were to go there, somebody could have got shot. I'm just concerned about the safety, but for more or less, we need to look at the other side too, where how can we better Christmas for everyone else? And I just like to put a big shout out to the community at large and everybody that's been making a difference and even Giving Tuesdays and all these other nonprofit organizations this is the time most of all right now where we should try to embrace that and try to get together collectively and find out how can we help people that are in need.
Right. And so, how has COVID changed how Mangilao celebrates and your office celebrates Christmas?
Well, the challenges are there. So in the past, of course, we always unite efforts with the, the the church side, and they normally have the parade and then the Christmas lighting. So this year coincided with the church, like I said, once again with the parishioners and the church. We had a lighting where you drive through the right side of the church between the social, and you come in, and then you go around the park, and then you got the other side of the park. So we gathered to put these all together so we could within the public health orders to keep the crowd within the bare minimum, drive by. We passed out candy. So it was successful, of course, with the efforts of the vice mayor, the current vice mayor, and the vice mayor elect as well, Mr. Duggan.
Um, I'm sorry, I just kind of lost my train of thought. With the Christmas tree and the fact that someone may have stolen it, it kind of is a sign of the times of the I guess the financial hardships that our community, our entire island is facing. And even when I think about what might happen at the end of the month when the CARES Act funding is no longer there, and I've asked this to some of your other colleagues, how are you preparing if we don't see any federal funding come down to help our people? How are you preparing to see what could be, this explosion of, more people that are out here homeless, more people that are out here hurting? How concerned are you guys about what might happen come January?
Is that directed to?
It's directed to both of you. I mean, you guys are always doing the food distribution, right? And I mean, you could see more people if we don't have any federal assistance.
Bree, to answer that question, the times it's not just getting hard, it's already been hard throughout this year. And so, down in our area, and I'm sure throughout the rest of the municipalities, we're all trying our best to brace for what's to come, For us, we've already reached out to our sister city commands from the 36th wing, from down here at the naval base with Captain Grimes, and we're getting them engaged to see if there's any, if they would like to help donate, whether it's their canned food drives or things like that, something that we can already have on hand. As a matter of fact, we were just speaking with the church. Every year the churches go out and on Thanksgiving Day and they ask for these food drives. And so we reached out to them and said, hey, if there's anything, instead of giving the food out of the community, I'm not saying to be, to just hold it, But if we do have the need here in the community, which we know that there's going to be a need, maybe we should kind of spread that love down here, and help one another out within the community, and then of course reaching out after. But we can see it down here. I mean, Mayor Allen, that Christmas tree that was stolen is very unfortunate, and we go through those type of situations where we want to do something nice for the community, but on the flip side, we kind of worry about things that we put out. And so like the vice mayor and I were walking through the park just to make sure everything was in place, and we found out that one of our snowmans was taken. I mean, again, we remind the community that that things that we put out from our offices are actually for all to enjoy. And when you start to remove things that are placed there, makes the experience at least a little less, right? And so we try our best with the little resources that we have to put forth to make sure that we are spreading the spirits, and we are keeping everybody uplifted during this time. But please, as a reminder again, what happened with Brother Allen up there, that was very unfortunate. I mean, the snowman that was down here was just a really small one, but still, again, it was part of the display, right? So
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask both of
don't
you.
mind anybody coming over to take pictures and enjoy the park.
Yeah.
I'm sure the rest of the municipalities don't mind that either. But let's just respect one another, and the the work, the art that was created for all to enjoy. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, I wanted to ask both of you. We know times are tough for everybody, and you as mayors, you're right there with the people of the village, and you have a great sense of how everyone is feeling. So with everything going on and the Christmas season, how are you, what's the sense of the spirits of the people that you're getting in your village?
Well, it's alive and well. And in fact, even with the regards to the cause right now, people are sharing. Just the other day when Bree had talked to me, hey, KUM's putting out a $4,000 for the nicest home. So a lot of people spend a lot of time too decorating, and that's why I'm saying it's for the sole purpose of awareness, and at the same time we still want to promote the birth of Christ and what Christmas is all about for these little kids that look forward for a lot of things. And we both, my colleagues from Agat Mayor and his wife, we all do our best. And I know that within our constituents and our community and a level, they have a lot of big hearts, huge hearts here. And in Mangilao, there's throughout this pandemic and moving forward, which we were just discussing, we're getting people that want to remain anonymous, want to reach out and ask us, even with the church, the level of the community side, that is there something we can do? Do we know families that are in need? So we do work behind the scenes to get these families and kids. And these people want to remain anonymous once again, but there's a lot of big hearts here in our community and island.
Yeah. And and it's the same down here, in Agat. Again, the vice and our MPC and our staff, we're constantly looking at ways to make sure that we're moving forward, whether it's to host as much canned food drives as we can, or the commodity giveaway, deliveries or handouts. Or even to organize, thankfully we were able to organize the 1 week testing down here to make sure that everyone is safe. And so we try our best to again ensure and reassure our community down here that we're here. Even during this difficult time, the mayor's offices have never closed. Not one day to to act and say we need to protect our people. Other than the municipalities, that. Was unfortunate that they caught COVID, but the rest of the mayor's offices stayed open all the way through. So whether it's a typhoon or any kind of disaster, and just like this COVID where it was unexpected, we're still here with our staff day in and day out to again show our people that we are here. We're here for you, and we're right alongside with you.
And having said
Nobody
that,
can deny how tough the people of Guam are, and we all come together in times like this. Mayor Ngakta, you mentioned donations, people reaching out. What is the need at the moment? If there is one at the mayor's office that if
Oh.
people have a little extra, they can donate.
Currently, like with what's going on, I know it's the demand too is food, personal hygiene. So I just like to share too with everyone that on Monday we're also going to have the second distribution of the TFAP food from 8:30 to supplies last. So we're going to go ahead and do that again on Monday. This next week Monday from 8:30, like I said. So we have demand. We have some people concerned, and also they, sometimes people are very humble to the fact where they're it's mamalo or ashamed, and sometimes when it's that barrier there that we want to help, and the only best way to help is if they tell us where's the area that we can assist them with. And like I said, it's been those two basic items is like personal hygiene stuff and food. So whatever contributions or donations they want to give for this Christmas season, we'll be more than happy to work with them and make sure that these families get these things properly.
And a bigger budget.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Brother Kev. They say tick all of the box, but how much is in that box?
And that's always been the challenges of the mayor is that funding. Where is that money coming from? Because you guys are going to do the work regardless of what the budget is.
Yeah.
But then you add everything that 2020 has brought with the pandemic, and that you having to stretch that dollar a little bit more. How are you guys handling all that?
Tough, and any time that there's a budget cut, it doesn't just cut from our operation. It cuts programs. It cuts, sometimes even just the basic necessities of the need of the community, and the operational side. And so we try our best with whatever comes our way, and it's each dollar is really accounted for. We've tightened our belts already to the best that we could. I'm not too sure how much more we can tighten the belt without maybe passing out of not being able to pay with that kind of budget. But we'll be resilient, and we'll try our best as one. I know that all of our colleagues have actually reached out to one another and said, hey, if there's any way that we can help one another out, we'll be there for one another as much as we can. We're facing it all together, and it's just not a mayor's council budget crisis. We know it's the entire island, so again, we reach out to our outside partners, our business partners that are there, our sister city squadrons and commands that could potentially help us to this is the time now to really pull together as one community to try and help those that are, of course, are going to be most affected. As Bree said, this coming December, once the CARES Act actually wraps up. So
Have you guys
we'll just remain hopeful.
been keeping track of this RISE Act bill and the exclusion of GovGuam employees? That's the financial assistance payments that would be going out. I think it's $800 for individuals and $1,600 for joint filers. It's currently before session. No.
No.
Okay.
I can tell you we've been getting a lot of influx for a lot of the on our end for like the verifications, and they want to get a part of the last batch, I guess, and they're still affected. So you still see people financially struggling here, Bree, and we do what we can on our side. We do what we can, and then we have to caution ourselves, of course, because we're not out here soliciting either, because BJ was on yesterday. So don't take it out of context. We are very, very much truly grateful, and we want to continue to help our people in any way we can, and like I said, unified effort. This is the time. this is the time where we need to pool our resources and get everything together to push forward and look for the upcoming year where we can fill those voids.
By any chance, would you guys take the vaccine, or you and your staff? Have you guys done a poll or survey, or even been approached?
You know, I haven't heard any, you know, we haven't been approached for any of the vaccines coming in. I know that there are conversations already that we've been hearing, right, that it is going to arrive. And when it does arrive, I'm sure there'll be a priority listing. But the best thing that we can do, again, is just, you know, kind of like JQ said, you know, stay within our bubble and, you know, just kind of protect ourselves for now. We know that there's not going to be 175,000 vaccines that's going to come tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So again, we just need to caution ourselves to make sure that we stay within our areas.
And I'm sure that you'll be in the loop, because the public health is going to need the mayors to, you know, get the information to the Manamku, those that are not on Facebook, that are, you know, not online. They're going to need you guys. They're going to need your staff to get out there. So I'm sure when they have some concrete information, they'll let you know.
Yeah, and you know, and for us, we're very thankful again, and you know, I guess I'll take this opportunity to thank the governor's office and thank the folks, the fine folks at Public Health and the National Guard for, you know, actually coming down to the village, you know, to Agat to actually for that 1 week, you know, to actually fulfill what it was that we've been requesting for, as far as the testing is concerned. It really goes a long way, right? And so, like Mayor Allen was saying, you know, sometimes, you know, people are just too shy to, you know, to drive up and say that they're in need or that there's something that's bothering them. But when you bring it down to the village level, you know, they're still within their comfort zone to drive up to the mayor's office or to drive up to a testing site that's there, or to drive up to, you know, wherever we're set up and say, you know, I'm in need of that food, or I'm in need of the, you know, of the testing. It's just that comfort zone, I think, for our people that know that, you know, they're still within their area. So again, thank you so much to all of the partners that are out there and all of our you know, our first responders for, you know, for really pulling and getting our numbers down, and of course keeping our island safe.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. Mayor Allen, are you taking a picture today too?
Excuse me?
Are you taking a picture today too?
Oh, I did that yesterday. My brother Kev, they're so handsome.
I was telling the staff this morning with the vice mayor, I said, you know, take a picture of us now, because this is the one time that you'll see us in our suit.
There you go.
After
Yes,
that,
sir.
it's all working. We're using our working outfits, you know. So take advantage of it now. Most especially for me, like I said, while I can still fit it.
Hey, before we let you go, everybody appreciates all the work that you do in the village, but we all know that you can't do it alone. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to shout out your staff for all their hard work.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like to really thank, for the better part, the vice, my staff, the vice combination of staff, and my MPC that's very supportive of the community, the constituents, the community at large in general, that, like I said, have big hearts. All the social media outlets and everyone, the governor's office, the lieutenant governor, and all the efforts that they do to try to keep us in line, keep us safe, and push out things that are are needed to get through this. And I look forward to working with them after all this in terms of even getting the vaccines. However, public health feels that we need to get together for our people. I'm willing to work with them as well, and our military partners, of course. Just everybody that's took an active role, first responders, safety, police, GPD, everyone that's been through this, all the nurses, and all, especially we forget, sometimes we forget about the ones that are behind the scenes, and we need to also acknowledge them. We all have our backbones, but believe me, there's a lot of skeletons holding that up.
Thanks, Mayor Kevin.
So to our staff and to from my vice mayor, we have a wonderful working relationship with our people and with our MPC and as well as the community. We're very, very thankful, and sometimes our jobs here, the mayor's office, is a thankless job. It's we never expected it, and when we do hear it, we feel very appreciated. But from the bottom of of my heart, from with my family and with the vice mayor, we thank our staff because they come in day in and day out, to make sure that what it is that's on our mission for the people, it's always delivered and it's never unnoticed, and so just that word thank you for them, goes a long way, and we do our best to show our appreciation to them. But to the rest, like Mayor Allen had said, thank you so much for all those who have reached out to the different municipalities in one way or another to show that you care and show that we're in this together. Thank you so much, Uncle and Jesus Masi. And in closing, I just wanted to again add for our people that are listening, please, especially for the kids, be expecting Santa and with our mini parade coming up this Friday. Again, social distance, so stay within your own home. Stay on your own sidewalk. Don't be chasing the floats like you normally do or the fire truck. There'll be a lot of things that'll be thrown out. Again, thank you so much, KUAM, for all that you do to us well. And Merry Christmas to one and all. And let's have a safe New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Go take your picture.
Adios. Adios.
Adios.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.